Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey ya. Hey ya. Hey y'all. Okay, I just wanted to stop in for a few minutes. I got a couple of things I got to do tonight, but I just wanted to stop in for a few minutes. Yesterday y'all was a whole mess. I was trying to I wanted to like let my guests know that I appreciate them on the website, and as soon as I start this thing up, trying to tell my guests good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, as soon as I start this thing up on the same day, it has it where I couldn't get back into the host portal. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a mess. Like, it's like 1 o'clock. No, no, what time was it? No, yeah, because I still had the good morning message up. I was trying to change it at 12 noon, and I couldn't change that until a little bit later. It was sometimes during noon when I was able to change it. I think it was like 1 or 2 o'clock when I was able to change it. And then I was like, oh, finally got that off. Okay, let me put good afternoon. Let me tell everybody good afternoon. Okay, so I tell everybody good afternoon, and then I go back to changing it to good evening, and the hosting portal is messed up again. I'm like, wow, this is a mess. So I just wanted to tell y'all, when y'all create y'all website, if you go on WordPress.org, if you create your website, I'm thinking about doing some. I'm thinking about something else I want to do, like for like black people in every different fields, whatever each person got going on. I'm thinking about doing something in that category also. But I mean, I don't want to tell y'all my idea because people will take your idea and run with it. But but yeah, I ain't gonna I ain't gonna tell y'all my idea. Not before I get everything together. I gotta get everything legalized before I start trying to tell somebody my idea. I mean, and even if you do, if it ain't like a specific art or something, like if just because, let's say, just because you start selling shoes don't mean somebody else can't start selling shoes. You know what I mean? And it ain't nothing wrong with it. It's room for everybody. But I do want to do my idea before I tell y'all exactly what my idea is. It's a more complicated idea. I talked to my husband about the idea. He thinks that he don't really he ain't really got too much of an opinion on it. But but it is kind of like a more of a complicated idea. Like, I'm gonna have to get my tech skills up for sure to do this idea, but I know I can do it. I just gotta figure it out. I just gotta figure it out. But I know I can do it. I'm definitely gonna get into it, because I'm learning a lot. I'm just learning a lot every day, every which way I go, I'm learning. But y'all, I'm just living life just like you, just like y'all, you know. Um, Other than that, I really don't really have a lot to talk about tonight. I'm about to Now I know it's late, but hey, I'm still about to go to the store because I got something I need to get. I gotta go to the store. So I'm about to go to the store because I was so tuned in, like on just, like getting everything together around here and stuff like that, make sure everything is in order. And then the website, having everything tuned in with that, like I was just so in tune with trying to get everything in order today. And I just kind of lost track of time. But I do gotta go to the store because wondering if I have limes or did I forget. I actually don't have no limes and I need limes. I use limes almost every day. So I gotta go get some limes tonight, y'all, because I don't want to wake up in the morning and it's not no limes. Like, no, I need some limes. Like, no, that's one of my top seasonings. Like, what? I love putting limes on meat. Like, I put limes, like, cause y'all know I be cooking meat for my husband and stuff like that. And I eat meat every once in a while too. I ain't just completely don't eat it at all, but I do eat it every once in a while. And I like to put limes on it to season it because I don't barely use salt at all. Like, I don't. I really don't really like using salt like that. Like I told y'all, like all that salt and stuff like that, that be like some of the number one killers in the black community. We go over to other people communities and we joan on how their food is unseasoned and all this other stuff. And they probably be thinking, yeah, my food unseasoned, but I ain't killing myself. But yeah, I mean, we begin so focused on the taste of things, want everything to be so good and all this other stuff. But I'm learning that your food could taste good. You just got to get away from that salt a little bit and start trying out things. Because once you get away from that salt a little bit, it's gonna force you to get really creative. Like I have so many different spices and herbs in my kitchen now. I never used to have so many different spices and herbs in my kitchen, y'all. I promise y'all. Y'all gonna say this is real sad, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. Okay, I didn't know how to cook. I didn't know how to cook at all. Okay, like I I did not grow up as a teenager cooking at all. Like I'm gonna be honest. I used to run away from cooking. Okay, when I first started cooking, I was I think I was 21. I think I was 21 the first time I ever tried to cook. The first time I ever tried to cook, I think I tried to cook like I don't know what I tried to oh, no, no, no. The first time I ever tried to cook, I was a teenager. I was 15. I tried to fry some frozen chicken wings in some oil. And then I had met this little boy in the neighborhood and this was like the first day he was like coming to try to say hey or whatever. So he was sitting on my porch and I was like, I fried some chicken. You want a piece? And he was like, yeah. I was like, it's kind of burnt. He was like, "Yeah, I don't care. Little boys they be hungry." So, and I was a teenager too, but he still wanted a piece of burnt chicken, so I gave him a piece of burnt chicken. But yeah, that was the first time I ever tried to cook. That was a straight up disaster. And then I'm gonna go to a more realistic time of me trying to cook. More realistic time of me trying to cook. I was 21. I was living by myself. Um, I used to eat microwave meals every single day. I used to eat microwave meals every single day. Okay. But I decided to try to cook a meal. So so I tried to cook this meal and I tried to cook some spaghetti. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I tried to cook some spaghetti, and then I had a friend, like we was really just friends. Like, I don't want to tell y'all his name. It was a dude though, but we was really just friends. We had been friends for a long time. And he had came over and I was like, hey, I cooked some spaghetti. Do you want to try some? He was like, yeah, I'll try some. This is my first time like actually cooking. I ain't count them fried chicken wings I tried to cook when I was about 15. I ain't talking about those. But when I cooked these spaghetti. So I was like, I cooked some spaghetti. Do you want some? He was like, yeah. So I gave him some of the spaghetti. He was like, these don't taste like the spaghetti my mom cooked. And I was so mad because I actually tried to cook, and I was so mad that he told me those spaghetti tastes like this one. I mean, I didn't cuss him out or nothing like that. Like I didn't show it, but my feelings was just kind of hurt. Like, dang man, I tried. Like, dang. But anyways, yeah. So yeah. So then the first time I start trying to cook on a regular basis is I was living with somebody else and I was trying to be helpful. I was trying to be helpful. So I was trying to be helpful by cooking a meal every day. This was a female that I was living with. This was a female. And I was trying to be helpful. So I started cooking every day. And the main thing that I would cook every day was baked chicken wings with some vegetables on the side. It would just be the baked chicken wings and vegetables on the side. That would be it. Baked wings and vegetables. And I cooked that mostly every day. Okay. Anyways, I ended up let's skip to when I actually start learning how to cook for real. When I got with my husband is when I start learning how to cook. When I got with my husband, his mama could cook so good. He can cook so good. So those meals I was bringing out, wasn't gonna cut it. So, anyways, I was good for cooking every day. I would have a meal on the table, but it's like, what is this? But okay, y'all. He knew I couldn't cook from the jump. Like our first few phone conversations on the phone, he asked me what I cooked for dinner, and I told him I cooked some corn burgers, some burgers with corn in it. Oh boy, he still remember that to this day. I was like, I cooked some corn burgers. But anyways, yeah, when I got my husband, those little whack meals I was cooking, that wasn't gonna cut it, like I mean, he ain't gonna be lying to me telling me something good when it ain't, so I want to work on my cooking skills. So I got better over the years, my cooking was tasting pretty good, but like I told y'all, we still wasn't eating healthy. I had no knowledge of the things you put in your body can harm you. I had no knowledge of any of that. So we was not eating healthy. So if I try to make some hot wings or something, I put all this butter in the hot wings, all of this hot wing sauce in the hot wing. Do you know how unhealthy that is? Okay. But anyways, I got better at cooking over the years, but I'm gonna tell you right now, what is that? I don't know. But anyways, I got better at cooking over the years, but I think that I have reached a new level of cooking by being forced to cook healthy because when I decided that we were going to live a healthier lifestyle, I mean, actually we wasn't even really forced because it wasn't like any specific situation come on. I mean, I was starting to get little headaches from eating unhealthy and he used to get heartburn and headaches from eating unhealthy, but nothing actually like big came up. But anyways, but when I got those little headaches, like I told y'all, I I was like I'm out this y'all know this was like what, how long ago was this now? Probably like what, probably 10 months ago now when we started eating healthy. Okay, anyways, I y'all know 10 months ago, I'm definitely I was already like I would say I was pretty much if I have a feeling about something, I'm following it. I would say that. So I felt like the way we was eating was going to lead to our destruction. But when I started getting those little headaches, and I'm telling y'all, there was no bad headaches at all. But when you don't get headaches ever, it's a problem. You get what I'm saying? So, anyways, when I started getting those little headaches, I was like, oh no, 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 baby. We finna switch some things up around here. So when I first started cooking healthy, I told y'all it was straight disgusting. And I got good though. I'm good now, y'all. I'm pretty good at this cooking healthy thing now. The meals taste pretty delicious at this point. I done got pretty good at this thing. And then I know how to make oh yeah, and then with the sides, one thing that I had started doing over the years with the sides before we start eating healthy, I used to always buy all those prepackaged sides. Like we'll eat some vegetables with it, but all those prepackaged sides, and y'all don't even realize how much salt that got in it. I don't do that. I don't do that junk no more. Like I'll cook brown rice from scratch. I'll cook red potatoes from scratch, sweet potatoes from scratch, stuff like that. For sides now. I don't buy no prepackaged stuff. I season all that myself. I season the potatoes and everything by myself without no dairy, without no butter, none of that. Like, and even I make like this what I do to make stuff taste a little bit buttery sometimes because my husband he like that little buttery taste sometimes, and it do taste pretty good, that little buttery taste. So, anyways, what I'll do to make things taste a little bit more buttery, I usually would probably I make like this little mix where I'll mix like I'll get some coconut oil and a tiny bit of avocado oil, a tiny bit of all of it. All of it is a tiny bit, tiny, but a little bit more coconut oil than avocado oil. So I get some coconut oil, avocado oil, a little bit, and then I'll get like some what kind of milk is that I got in the refrigerator? I think that's oat milk. I got oat milk in the refrigerator. So, and then I pour a tiny bit of oatmeal in it, and then I mix that up, and it'll make it really. You don't even really have to put the oatmeal in it. That's all you need is tiny bit of coconut oil, tiny bit of avocado oil. Mix those two together, and if you like if you let's say if you steamed the potatoes or boiled the potatoes, and then you want to put the buttery taste on it at the end or whatever, then you could just you can put it on there at the end. Just just you can either I usually like just rub it on the pot or whatever. I usually put the buttery stuff on the pot and then like just kind of like I would say maybe I wouldn't really say fry because it's like a flat layer, you know what I mean? But y'all get what I'm trying to say. And let it brown just a tiny bit on the top, and it'll have like a nice buttery taste on it. It'll taste really good. And then I'll probably use like a salt-free seasoning. This salt-free seasoning that I use, it got like it has a really good taste to it. But I make a lot of salt-free seasonings on my own. And the way I make these salt-free seasonings, anybody can do it. And they be so good too. Like they upgrade your meal so much. Whatever seasoning, like if you want to make different seasoning mixes, just look them up online and then just leave the salt out. Leave whatever don't fit in your diet out of it. Because if I do use a little bit of salt, I put it in separately. I never mix it in whatever seasoning mix I make. So I'm talking real fast, y'all, because I got something to do. But I want to tell y'all about this. But anyways, yeah. So you never mix the I never mix the salt into whatever seasoning mix I'm trying to make because I'm gonna put that in the food separately. So for every meal, let's say if you cook a meal for 4 people, okay, every meal, the whole entire meal, I don't want no more than 400 milligrams of sodium in the whole meal. Okay, so 4 people, each person only gonna be eating about 100 milligrams of sodium out of that whole meal. I mean, not just one entree. I mean, the whole meal. Okay, so that's how I like to do it. So that's why I put the salt in separately because I actually measure the salt. I like, so yeah, so that's how I do that. We eat a lot of salads. We eat a lot of salads as our vegetables as sides. For the most part, we eat salads. We might eat some cabbage. Sometimes we might eat something like some corns and peas, or I'm not talking about beans right now. Like we'll eat beans. That'll be another side. But I would say salads is definitely like a main thing, because the salads be like a full course meal. Like I can eat the salad, just a salad for dinner and be full, because the salad is like a full course meal. Um but yeah, I did hear like about people about how I heard that that maybe the salad is not as digestible for human consumption or whatever. I'm not really sure, but yeah, we definitely still eat a lot of salads. But I gotta go. Okay, I was gonna give y'all a recipe, but I do gotta go because I gotta go do what I gotta do now. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.